This is the Cosmo and Cat Show on Y107.
We have a very special guest to be at the Blue Note tonight from Bachelor Nation, Dancing with the Stars Nation, All Nation, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you both?
Good. I'm trying not to fangirl out here, but, you know.
Oh, you can fangirl.
I'm doing well, trying to play it cool. No.
That's so nice. I feel like I've been 9 years in the game. If anyone's going to fangirl over me, please still. I didn't think I'd be even talking to a radio station 2 years after the show, let alone 9.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
No, you are awesome.
So you are doing, I love this idea. This is basically a live podcast tour. Kaitlyn Bristowe, the Poor Decisions, I love it, spelled P-O-U-R, tour, a tell-all. Tonight, Blue Note, doors at 6, show at 7.
And obviously, there's going to be wine, maybe some dancing. What else can we expect tonight?
Yeah, so I do have my own wine labels. I love a good pun. Tried to do the Poor Decisions. I think everybody knows if you follow me on social media, I tend to overshare, and I think everyone who has followed my journey can just, agree that I'll just say what's on my mind. So when I do a live podcast tour, I just don't hold back because the podcast isn't going anywhere. So I'm calling it a podcast tour, but really it's just a safe space for me to just say whatever it is that I want to say and connect with the listeners that have been a part of this podcast for so many years. So yeah, I usually come out and I do like about 15, 20 minutes just hanging out and chit-chatting and bantering with the crowd. We bring out a guest. Usually the night ends with me crowd surfing and dancing and the wine is flowing and it's really fun. Any different guest that I have, it's always a good time because so many different conversations. We kind of go A to Z with conversations, and sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's funny, sometimes we do a blind karaoke. It's kind of whatever we're feeling.
So I have to know, I can't believe you haven't yet, but would you ever do a Bachelor in Paradise season?
Absolutely not.
No, you wouldn't. Okay, tell me why.
I would host it, or I would come in for some sort of date maybe. I just can't put myself through that again. I've worked too hard for all of these years to build some businesses and my brand, and to put it in the hands of Bachelor producers again is just too scary.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Obviously, there's a lot of reality TV, emphasis on the reality, not necessarily always being real.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Wink, wink, wink.
I would say it's a little more manufactured.
Yes.
All right. So you won season 29 of Dancing with the Stars. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there a non-Bachelor reality TV show that you would like to tackle? Like maybe Celebrity Big Brother or...
Oh, my God.
You got to do it. Come on.
I'm such a Big Brother fan. I do not miss a season. But I always wonder, because I've never seen anyone from Bachelor World on Celebrity Big Brother, so I always wonder, because it's like an NBC show, do they not bring in people from ABC? I don't know. But, I mean, if they ever did a Dancing with the Stars All-Star season, I mean, even if they didn't invite me, I'd try and show up anyways. I would love to dance again.
Super cool. Yeah, Kaitlyn Bristowe's with us tonight. The Blue Note, the Poor Decisions Tour, doors at 6, show at 7. We gave away some tickets exclusively on the Y107 app, and maybe another chance for you to win some tickets here in just a little bit. One last question real quick before we play some games here in a second. You're very open a lot about your mental health and share a lot, not just yourself, but to help others on social media channels and your podcast and more. What made you decide to open up a little bit on about that and handle the cyberbullying and all the negative crap that comes along with being someone who was kind of made famous because of a reality show?
I know. It's so interesting. I always say how you go from, I was born and raised in a small town in Canada, and you just go from surrounding yourself with your friends and people who love you to being, shoot up and spat out on a TV show, and then all of a sudden people hate you, and it's so confusing. But I think what was helpful for me was I got pretty badly bullied after my season of The Bachelorette, and I found that sharing my feelings online kind of gave maybe shock value to some people, of what I was actually going through. And I don't think a lot of people share the tough times and the failures and the low points on social media. And I think it was it created a lot of connection and vulnerability in my community. And I saw people be like, wow, thank you for sharing that. And I struggle with this too. And I would have never thought that you did. And so I kind of just continued on that journey because I've always been an open book and I've always been open and honest with my feelings. And it kind of comes naturally for me to do that in general. So it's kind of cool to have a platform to be able to speak on that as well.
To know that is a big part of what you do. Yes, we're going to have some fun with wine and dancing and goofing around and talking about all this stuff, but it's real when you talk about cyberbullying and how you have handled that, and hopefully that will inspire some others to maybe seek some help or understand how to process it a little bit better themselves.
I talk about therapy on my podcast a lot, and it can be fun and it can be deep and it can be all of the things. I feel like that's just like we're so complex as human beings and we need to celebrate it.
Kaitlyn, I know you're playing games tonight. We like to have some fun on our show, so we're going to go to a break real quick, and we want to play a game that we love called 5-Second Rule, okay?
Oh, boy, okay.
All right, so hang on. Kaitlyn Bristowe, Bachelor Nation live in Como tonight. It is Cosmo and Cat Show, and we are having so much fun hanging with Kaitlyn Bristowe, who is at the Blue Note tonight. Poor Decisions Tour, a live podcast, truth bombs, dancing, all kinds of chaos, wine, of course, right, Kaitlyn? Lots of wine.
Yes, a lot of that.
What is your wine brand name, your label called?
It's called Spade and Sparrows, and I'm not just saying this. It is truly the only wine I drink because I love it so much.
Okay, so
Nice.
Kaitlyn, we're going to play the 5-second rule. You'll get 5 seconds, and we're going to give you a category, and you have to name 3 things in the 5 seconds.
Oh, I'm so bad at this.
Perfect. Even better.
Oh, God.
We know that you love your Ford Bronco. Bugsy, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Bugsy.
name three upgrades you want to make to your Bronco. Go.
Oh, my gosh, not a thing. I don't have one thing. I have all the upgrades I want.
Son
I
of
already
a
upgraded it.
gosh.
Wah, wah, wah. There goes your question, Cosmo.
I told you I'm bad at this game.
No, you kick ass at this game. My question just sucks.
My question's going to take you back a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Name 3 must-haves when you're going to a fantasy suite date.
Oh, gosh. Earplugs because they snore, caffeine because you want to stay up and talk, and condoms because duh.
I had a feeling that condoms was going to get brought up. I just didn't know how you were going to
condoms would be one.
Because duh.
Safe sex for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome.
Well, we're super excited to have you in Como and Mizzou country here tonight. And so just remember, so write this down, okay? Tonight at the Blue Note, M-I-Z, and then you would say Z-O-U, okay?
Oh, this is good. Thank you. Okay.
So we're going to practice here, Kaitlyn, before we let you go. This is our big chant. We cheer it at every game, every anything. That's how you know someone's from Como and is a Mizzou fan.
Okay.
So we would chant
M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
Yeah! That's
Yeah.
See, just like that. So,
You'll be a huge hit right off the bat if
Yes.
you yell M-I-Z.
yes,
I love winning a city over. Okay, thank you for that.
absolutely. Kaitlyn, thank you so much. Best of luck with everything. Have fun tonight at the Blue Note. It's a great place, great little old theater. And, don't forget M-I-Z-Z-O-U, and you're being golden.
Amazing. Thank you so much, you guys.